All right. It is Sunday at 10:20. I'm about to leave for this trip in just a little bit with my husband. And I miss you guys so much. I actually do. I think about you guys all the time. I hope you know that. So much that I decided to come in here and teach you this lesson. So I wanted you guys to just kind of get not a head start, but I wanted this to be simple. If you guys felt like Friday's lesson was easy, today's will be just as easy because all you were doing is subtracting decimals. A couple mistakes that I saw last week from students was in not lining up the decimals, and it's very, very important. So for instance, like if they had 1.23 and they were adding 0.8, they would write it like this. The issue with this is you are supposed to be adding up those place values, right? So all the place values need to be lined up, which makes it easy when you just line up the decimal. So you would make sure that the decimal is where it needs to be, and then you can fill in the rest of those numbers because you're adding the place values. So like the 8, that's in the 10th place, so that needs to be under the 2, it's in the 10th place. So I know it looks a little bit funny because you guys are used to having all numbers, so if it helps you, you can add that 0 there because there's nothing there, it is 0. So then you go ahead and add those. So we can even use this for today's lesson. So you guys are subtracting. So the decimals are lined up. I know I can start subtracting. 3 minus 0 is 3. Okay, and then 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 0. Easy, right? So I saw this, I was like, okay, they're gonna like this one. It's gonna be a piece of cake. So today, your lesson, I want you to go ahead and do page 201, and I want you to do 202, and I want you to do 203, and I want you to do 204. You can skip 21 and 22 on 204, and you can skip 1 through 8 on 205, but I would like you to do 9 through 11. When you finish, same thing, check your work. This will be over on the counter. If it's not, you can ask your sub. You guys are skipping lesson 3.10. All of 5th grade is. So 3.10 is still going to be on the test. And if you want to take a look at that, there's a really good explanation on page 207, and it is just comparing a sequence of numbers. So they have these kids who go kayaking. If you're not interested in this, you don't care about extra credit, you guys can just go ahead and start today's lesson. But if you do care, like I think you should, okay, I would just pay quick attention and then you get some bonus points. So this kid's going kayaking, looks like him and his mom, kind of looks like I don't think we have any students who look like this kid, but he looks like a cool kid. So he is going kayaking with his mom. They can rent a kayak for an hour for $5. They can rent it for 2 hours for $6.75. They can rent it for 3 hours for $8.50. And they can rent it for 4 hours for $10.25. But who would kayak for 4 hours? I did it once and my arms felt like they were going to die. So anyways, I'd probably go with let's go just like 2 hours. I think I could handle 2 hours. So they want to know the pattern, and they give you really good information right here. So it says a sequence is an ordered list of numbers, a term in each number in a sequence. You can find a pattern in a sequence by comparing one term with another. These are your terms, okay? Math terms. So they just want you to compare two to see how much money it costs for each additional hour. So it starts at $5, and we're gonna see how much it costs like extra from 1 hour to 2 hours. So you could take any 2 numbers, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna start with these 2. So then I would do $6.75 minus $5, okay? And then I end up getting $1.75. I'm not done yet though, because I need to make sure that it doesn't cost even more for 3 hours. So I'm gonna check it one more time, and I'm gonna take whatever I got down here and I'm gonna subtract it from $8.50. And if I get 6, or you could do $6.75 from $8.50, but I'm gonna take the $1.75 away. Okay, borrow, $6.75. So I can tell that the pattern is that it jumps $1.75 for every additional hour. And they're gonna have other problems like that, but they might have the numbers going from like greatest to least. They have that actually on page 208. They have a sequence of numbers and it's not dealing with money. So you just have to find the missing numbers in that one. So I'll come closer, okay? So you guys have that book, but if you guys see right here, okay, they had to find the missing numbers. So what they did was they did the same thing that I just did, and they compared two numbers. They tried to see the difference. They tried it out, and it looks like they added. So they added 1.3 every single time, and that was the pattern. Oh man. Still going. So this is a long video, but I kind of just wanted you guys to have a little bit of guidance. Be good for your sub, please. I'm sorry that it's not Mr. Fly, but I know the lady who is subbing is awesome, so please be good to her. Make her feel like she's appreciated, because subbing is so hard, because it's not your class. You aren't familiar with the lesson plans, so please be good to her. This is today's stuff. Tomorrow you guys are doing a different lesson that I'm going to send you a different video for that's already on YouTube. And then Wednesday, you guys are just doing a little bit of a review lesson. So like choosing some of the options that we've done, whether it's like the boxes, like longs and cubes and things like that. But anyways, I miss you. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm so thankful for you guys, and I love you, and I hope you have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.